Hi everybody, this is Christy. I am the Intimate Warrior. I thank you so much for stopping by, and as always, I send you love. I have had so many ideas for videos today, and I really don't know what I'm actually doing on this video. I ended up going back on my YouTube channel to kind of see where I really was during this time frame last year. And I watched my videos about the Lionsgate portal. And I really want to apologize first. And of course, I really don't have anything to apologize about because it's just part of the process. It is a part of the process about learning about who you are. Excuse me. Stepping into your own, gaining that confidence, the strength, and understanding, and becoming who you truly are. So the way that I spoke last year during this time frame, I am so sorry. For those of you who actually watched all of my videos and have been with me from the very beginning, or any of you who have began to follow me, and I know it's very small compared to a lot of other influencers here, I am still very appreciative. I am so appreciative and grateful for each and every one of you. You guys have no idea how excited I get when I have a connection made, when someone else hits that subscribe, when someone else hits that like, when someone else hits a comment or writes a comment. I feel so much love from you, and I thank you so much. For those of you who have been with me and have gone through my process, because that's what you're doing. You are going through my process with me when you watch my videos. It's not just about me saying, hey, here's some updates about the current energies, or hey, here's some wisdom that I want to share with you that I have gained. You guys are on the journey with me. I tell you my path in my videos, of course, because that's all that I can go by. You are listening to me, you are watching me grow and become my true self. I have mentioned in lots of my videos that I have said the word so much, and if you go back and check out, maybe even 6 months ago, I was still saying not as often, but a year ago, it was to the point that I almost had a hard time listening to myself. So I apologize. And I thank each and every one of you who have watched me grow, who have loved me even when I didn't know myself, who loved me and accepted me even when I didn't have that confidence. I didn't have my true voice yet. And I'm still coming into my own here. I still have much to grow. I still have much to learn. But each and every day I am getting closer and closer, and gaining more strength, gaining more confidence, gaining more love, and becoming something truly beautiful. This video is going to be really, really short. First of all, I'm not sure that you realize, and I probably failed to put this in my Lionsgate videos. We have the new moon on August the 8th. We also, new moon in Leo. We know that the sun is in Leo. We know that this is the Lionsgate portal, and this is the peak. We have the 8 and 8 on this day. 8 of the infinite energies coming from heaven. 8 with the infinite energies coming from Earth. Not to forget to mention Sirius and the Great Pyramids. This is going to be intense. And in my last year's video, I, of course, was highly emotional. And I had a couple of videos, so you might need to go back and look if you can stand to listen to me. I was emotional, of course, and I still am. I put tons of emotions in my videos. It's just who I am, and I don't know what's going to take place in the future. in the sense of truly feeling. I'm not sure I'm using the right words here. But I was definitely purifying still. Lots of purifying. I'm pretty sure that I was experiencing intense physical symptoms back then. Because, of course, I was still in my earlier phases, in the middle to earlier phases of purification. This go round is nothing like, at least right now, nothing like it was last year. And I'm probably going to start crying here. I have been almost walking around with a smile on my face almost all day long. So at peace, so loved, so centered. And I'm not saying I haven't had experiences of being triggered. I mentioned that in my videos every now and then. Of course, as part of the purification process of removing something. Whatever is still lingering, of course, has to be removed. It's part of it. When you can catch on to what is taking place, you, of course, can level up. Being more mindful, being more aware, being more centered, and focusing on your breath. So what happens when we begin to be more mindful of our thoughts, more aware of our emotions? We begin to, of course, understand our breathing. When our breathing is erratic, and mine used to be so out of whack, which of course I used to blame on being an asthmatic. No matter what was going on, I would have an asthma attack. Well, duh. What is your state of mind and what is your state of emotion, Christy? Triggers. I was one that not only had an asthma attack, whether I was being physically active or I was just living life, having an experience. I would wake up having an asthma attack. In the first thing in the morning, I would wake up out of sleep having an asthma attack throughout the night. You can make me laugh and I would have an asthma attack. You can make me upset and I would have an asthma attack. I could be exercising or just walking and having an asthma attack. And I mean all the time. Do I have them now? Let me see. When was the last time I've had an asthma attack? I can't even remember. But when you begin to focus, if it helps you to focus more on your breathing, then by all means. If it helps you to focus on your thoughts, by all means. If it helps you to focus on your emotional state, by all means. It doesn't matter. All three of these things are going to work together. When you are focusing on your breath, you're slowing yourself down, which is going to make you more aware or more mindful of your thoughts, which of course is going to make you pick up on your emotions, which of course is going to either calm you down or hopefully calm you down in your state of breathing. Now here I am lately. I think I probably have mentioned this in a few other videos where I try not to speak about other people. I'm at the point of really trying to not speak about people, whether good or bad. Whether good or bad. Good, of course, is good, isn't it? It's supposed to be full of love. Talking about people should be so full of love. And of course, that is the best option. If we decide to talk about others, it's the best option. What we talk about is really our own. If we are speaking ill of people, of course we know that's a form of gossip. We're just sitting around and gossiping. Garbage comes out of our mouth. Garbage. That is your garbage. Of course, it's a negative energy that is being transferred within this universe continuously. And if we have to talk about other people, of course, we should choose loving words and expressions about an individual, but it got me to thinking even deeper. No matter what my perspective is of another individual, whether good or bad, and especially if it's good, because I want to explain this, make you understand a little bit more about why I am choosing to really stop as best as I possibly can. Because my perspective might be full of love of an individual, but another's perspective can still be ill, negative, because they haven't gone through the process of purification, or either they haven't done it at all, or they're still in the process of it, or they just don't see the value of it, whatever the reason. So no matter if you are talking about someone in a loving way, somebody else might come back and give you their perspective and begin the process of talking bad. Gossip, one way or the other, is being spoken here. So that's where I am, and I just wanted to share that with you because of where I currently am. And why am I talking about this? Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can do this without really getting too emotional. You know, I love love. I love love. And I can really see myself changing at the levels of love throughout my process. I really can. I notice it. The way that I am treating myself and the way that I treat others. The way that I observe everything. I see my own personal transformation. I am witnessing myself. And that, of course, becomes the greatest lesson, is when you can witness yourself in all of your, if you want to call it failures, but then all of your glories. You can become that great master of your own life. And I really want to be the great pillar of love that I don't just see myself. And I'm not being egotistical about this. It's not because I feel I am greater than. This is a desire to please the Father and the Mother and the Holy Spirit. This is a desire to truly give back, because I have been given so much. I hope that makes sense to you. I hope you understand my intention here of wanting to be love. And I want to really make sure that by me doing this work, I can share that experience with others without having to speak a word. So let's go back to the breath, because God has spoken a word, and it is Hamsa. Hamsa. Hamsa actually represents a perfect union of balance in life. It is actually the process, of course, that takes place when the nadis, the Ada and the Pingala, begin its unification, yet the Sushumna is what is everlasting. The breath. But let's take this. Let's try to understand a little bit further. When you take your breath, and this is, you can practice this, Hamsa, in order to take a true breath of stillness. Sa is the in-breath. Hum is the out-breath. Sa. Hum. Hamsa becomes Sohum, which means that I am. When you just hear that I am. When Moses asked, "Who may I tell is speaking this to me?" And God replied, "I am that I am." So, hum. The breath of life. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way.